Hello everyone, welcome back to Crucible Gaming. Hope you all are doing fantastic. So today is going to be a different video than what I normally do. I'm going to cover how you unlock and achieve the Maister's teachings for every vocation, as well as how you unlock every vocation. So, first off, there are 4 vocations in Dragon's Dogma 2 that are immediately available to you. That is the warrior, the fighter, the mage, the thief, and the archer. So, first off, we're going to start with archer. With archer, you get, like I said from the beginning, you can choose to start with, not archer, fighter. You can choose to start with fighter, or you can get fighter for, I believe it's 100 discipline points. Very, very cheap, very easy to get, and you know, like I said, you can start with it. But since it is a starting class, I'm only going to cover how you get your Maister's teaching. So, you start the game from round about here. You walk down to the Border Watch outpost. You are going to progress the story until you've reached Melv. When you reach Melv, you'll notice an NPC this side called Leonard. He is a fighter. He is the fighter Maister, and he will. Well, you'll meet him as part of the story quest line, but make sure after meeting him for the first time, you come down back to Melv, almost by the entrance of the village. You'll see him standing there, and he'll ask you to clear out a nest of saurians that is right around here, close to this area. So clear out the saurians for him. Go back to him. Tell him, cool, I cleared the saurians, and then you progress down all the way to Vernworth. When you get here to Vernworth, you will progress the story until you've spoken to Captain Brandt. He will give you 3 main story or 3 campaign story quests: monster culling, Deezer's plot, and what's the last one? Monster culling, Deezer's plot, and a caged magistrate. So complete one of those. I recommend Deezer's plot because you're just going to come here into the backside here of the palace. You go into a room, you grab a letter, come back, give it to Leonard. Then you're done. And then at that point you head back all the way to Melv. You can take an ox cart. This ox cart on this side goes to Melv. So head back to Melv. Speak with. Oh, when you get to Melv, you will notice that Melv is under attack. Once it's under attack from a dragon. Once you've dispersed with the dragon, you've chased the dragon off or killed it outright. Leonard will be very pleased with you, and he will give you the Master's teaching there and then. If he does not give you the Master's teaching, it means you probably did not complete the quest with the Saurians. Just continue through the main story quests until you eventually come back to Melv. What's her name? The lady that takes care of you, she'll leave all the way to here, to Harv Village. You're going to have to go and find her at Harv Village. Go tell Leonard again that you found her. Help Leonard defend Melv and evacuate Melv, and then he will give you the Maister's teaching. But if you reach him for the first time, and you clear out the Saurian nest for him, you go do monster culling, Deezer's plot, or caged magistrate, come back to Melv and chase off the dragon, he will give you the Maister's teaching, and the Maister's teaching is called Righteous Fury. So, next on we're going to Thief. Thief you also get as a starting vocation, one of the 4 starting vocations. If you didn't start with Thief, you can acquire it for 100 discipline points. You're going to continue the main story quest until you get the quest that takes you all the way here to the Nameless Village. You're going to have to investigate the false sovereign. I can't remember the name of the quest. It might actually be Nameless Village, but either way, you go to Nameless Village. You'll follow this path, and then right around here, you'll notice there's a blockade blocking you. You have to go around, you'll fight a Minotaur, and then you'll reach, oh no, the blockade is roughly here. Yeah, you'll see there's rubble in your way. You can't follow this road for the first time when you reach this area. So you're gonna have to come all the way through here. There's a Minotaur right around here, and then you work your way back all the way to the Nameless Village. You're going to speak to the NPCs on your way up to this church type structure. You enter the church type structure. Thief is one of the very few vocations that has two Maister's teachings. The first one is Blaze of the Pyre. You get that inside this church building when you go in, and once you've spoken to the guy, go out and then into this cave. Right on the left side, you'll notice a hall. Climb down the ladder. There's going to be a little parkour course for you to run. Once you've reached the end of this cave, you will meet basically the Thieves Guild, and they will be impressed that you managed your way through there, that you took the initiative to keep looking around, not just accepting Blades of the Pyre as the skill, and then they will give you Formless Feint, which is the real Maister's teaching for the Thief class. So this is part of the main story quest. You can't really miss it. But like I said, once you've hit this area, go all the way down here. This quest will not progress unless you go down here. So it's basically unmissable. Next up is Archer. And Archer is actually one of the few I can actually show off because I'm right here in the capital. You will notice an NPC. Maybe he's standing here. Yeah, he's standing here. This elf right here. You speak to this guy. He's going to ask you to buy a bow. You buy him a bow. You give the bow to him, and then he's going to want to shoot the bow, and you follow his entire quest line. I think you meet him. Where is this place? Sacred Arbor. Yes. So you meet him right. Well, you meet him close to this area. Just follow his side quest. He is going to give you the Maister's teaching, or not him. But you follow his side quest all the way. When you reach here, he's gonna ask you to meet his father and so on and so forth. But follow his quest line. I can't remember his name actually.
We ought to put it
It's this elf, Glindware, I think is his name. This guy here. Follow his quest line. It's pretty straightforward. You'll get to a point where his sister gets abducted. Help him save his sister. Afterwards, after you've saved his sister, he's going to thank you. Go to his father, and his father will be grateful and give you the Maister's teaching for archery, which is called Heavenly Shot. Now, on my first time getting this Vocations Maister teaching, it was a bit odd because I didn't get it right away after saving the sister, and I think you have to be the Archer vocation to actually get it. Some of the other vocations you don't need to get to be the vocation to actually get the
treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way
Maister's teaching. You just need to have the vocation unlocked. So just play as an archer when you do his quest line, and I'm sure you'll get your Maister's teaching Heavenly Shot immediately after finishing his quest line, after saving his sister's life from an ogre. Next up, we're going to tackle Mage and Sorcerer in the same breath because they intertwine with each other. So Mage is one of the starting classes. If you don't start with Mage, again, 100 discipline points, you can unlock Mage. Sorcerer, you unlock by this guy. You run all the way to this man. He's going to tell you that he needs weapons to outfit warriors and sorcerers. We'll tackle warriors in just a little bit. But the side quest you're going to do for both warrior and sorcerer is called Vocation Frustration. And you're going to do Vocation Frustration. I believe it takes you to Trevor Mine, which I cannot remember exactly where it is. Trevor Mine is here somewhere. There we go. You go into Trevor Mine, clear out Trevor Mine, and you will find a staff and a big sword in Trevor Mine for both the warrior and the sorcerer. You go back, give it to this guy. and you will have Sorcerer and Warrior unlocked. Now, for Sorcerer and Mage, both of their Maister's teachings, you are going to need to acquire 5 Grimoires. The Grimoires are Howling Blizzard, Nation's Death Canal, Fulminous Shield, Let There Be Light, and Towering Earth. Now, Howling Blizzard, you loot from a chest in the Waterfall Cave, which is right up here in the map, as well as Nation's Death Canal. You're going to fight your way all the way through this cave. There's going to be a Chimera and then a Lich. You kill the Lich. By the chest area where the Lich is, you will find these 2 tomes in that room. Fluminous Shield you get here in Melve. Where is Melve? There we go. As soon as you enter Melve, go through the broken doorway, basically, the broken gate. You will see a merchant to your right. Go speak to that merchant. He will have Fulminous Shield. Let There Be Light you acquire by the guy that gives you the Sorcerer Maister's Vocation, which is all the way over here in the Checkpoint Rest Town. There we go. Checkpoint Rest Town. You come into the Checkpoint Rest Town from here, follow this path all the way to this house. If you reach this house, there's a man there. Make sure you wear the courtly tunic and the courtly breeches, otherwise he's not going to help you. You need to be dressed fancy. Don't buy it, you can loot it in the palace in Vernworth. It's very easy to get it. But wear the fancy clothes. He's going to speak to you, tells you he needs 5 tomes, and one of the tomes is actually right here in his house. But you are not going to go through the front door, otherwise he's going to aggro and you will fail the quest. Well, this part of the quest at least. Just walk around the house. You'll notice there's a balcony. You can jump into the balcony, and at the top you will see the Let There Be Light book. Next is Towering Earth, which is part of the Caged Magistrate's quest. So you're going to come all the way to here, to Vernworth. The Caged Magistrate is in the jail. Once you freed him, he's going to ask you to get a place with a bunch of books. I believe it is this area here. So you're going to come down here. There's going to be a guy who approaches you. He's going to ask you that he's looking for a boy. Ask 3 of the children about the boy. They're going to tell you where they are. You are going to go tell the old man, and then you will break open the little tower thing, go down in there, work your way through it, and then you'll reach a library, at which point you go back to the cage or to the magistrate who is in the jail right around here, and then you tell him about the library over here. You take him to the library, and then he will give you the last book, Towering Earth. Now, the tricky part is that both of these quests require the 5 books that you just collected. So go to Checkpoint Rest Town, and you will see right around, let me just get my bearings here, there is a shop, a scrap shop. Where is it now? It is here somewhere. But if you play around roughly there, if you play around in here, you will find a scrap shop, and then after clearing out the scrap shop, not clearing out, after reaching the scrap shop, you can duplicate the books. This guy will make forgeries for you. As far as I know, it takes 2 days, 2 in-game days, for him to complete a single forgery, and you can only give him 1 book at a time. There's a bench right next to his shop, so just take the bench, rest for 2 days, and then once you've duplicated all of the books, you can come back to this martyr's place, this Murden's place, give him the forgeries. He is going to tell you, okay, cool, he's going to test some spells on you, and then he's going to give you one of the Maister's teachings for sorcery. And then, after you've done that, you have to come to this little girl. Where is she now? Eine's home. Now, here at Eine's home, you can reach this from Melve. Just run all the way up here, you'll reach it. There's a little girl, she wants to learn sorcery or magic. Her grandparents doesn't want her to learn sorcery, and she asks you to get her 5 books. Now, important note, she won't speak to you or give you the quest until the grandparents are out of the house. So if you go in there and one of the grandparents is around, just go outside, wait a little bit. They will eventually leave the house. You can then go in and speak to her, and she will give you the quest, I believe it's called Spellbound, and ask you to gather those 5 forgeries for her. You can then give her the 5 forgeries, go away, wait a few in-game days, come back, and then she will be attacking her grandparents. Note, if nothing happens, it takes about 4 or 5 in-game days for her to start attacking her grandparents. If that doesn't happen for you, check if one of the grandparents is missing. If they are missing, chances are that you're going to have to come back all the way to Vernworth and then into the morgue. One of the grandparents will probably be dead. That happened to me. It took me like 2 hours to figure this out. You'll notice it in my Let's Play. So just make sure both of the grandparents are there. Do your rest. Come back, and she will be attacking them. You will help her. You will help them to calm her down and to subdue her, and then she will be thankful. Give you the final Maister's teaching for sorcery, and then you go speak to the grandmother, and she will give you the Maister's teaching for Mage Celestial Pain. And the 2 sorcery teachings are Maelstrom and Meteoron. Very, very strong spells. Also, Sorcerer is the only other class who has 2 actual Maister's teachings. Next up is Warrior. You do Warrior by completing Baron's questline. Now, Baron is located just here above Melv. There we go. Here's Baron's tent, right here on the map. If you reach, he works here in the Border Watch outpost, so you can meet him there, but you won't actually get a quest. You need to go to Baron's tent, which is right here, but you have to go in the very early morning hours or late at night, because during the day he's going to be at the Border Watch outpost. So meet him there very early morning or late at night. He's going to ask you to gather 3 weapons for him and a new recruit, all of which you can get here in Vernworth. Actually, let me just show you where the recruit will be found. Right here from the location I'm at, run up these stairs and the recruit will be right here. He will approach you. You can go buy 3 very cheap swords from one of the blacksmiths and they will help you. They will give you the 3 swords. You go back to Baron, give him the 3 swords. He's going to tell you, okay, cool, thank you for the new recruit. And then you're going to follow him because his recruits are under attack from a Cyclops. You defeat the Cyclops eventually. And then Baron is going to leave after you've defeated the Cyclops. And you will then reach him right around here in the south side in this area. Basically, almost as soon as you reach Batal, you will meet Baron and he will give you the final Maister's teaching, or the only Maister's teaching for Warrior, which is Arc of Might. Now, Trickster. Trickster is very, very simple and probably one of the easiest to obtain. I think it is the easiest actually. So with Trickster, I just need to find this place. No, where is it? Here we go, Reverend Shrine. So with Trickster, as soon as you enter Batal, you're going to come down here. Reverend Shrine is right here. You're going to go find Luz. Now Luz is inside. You go in, you meet her, and she will outright just give you the Trickster vocation. After she's given you the vocation, you go out the door, circle around to the left side of the building. You'll see a ladder. Climb up the ladder and work your way to the rooftops. Right on around here on the right side of the building, she will appear at the very edge. Like, be very discreet on this rooftop. She will pop out and then she'll be impressed that you found her, and she will give you the Master's teaching for Trickster, which is called Dragon's Delusion. So very simple, very, very easy. Magic Archer. For Magic Archer, it's a very, very late game vocation this, but you can do it early if you're really brave. You work your way down. Once you reach Batal, you work your way down here. There's a cave right here filled with a bunch of monsters. You exit this cave, come around here, all the way up to here. Right around here, you'll meet a dwarf who has a saw back. You grab the dwarf, escort him all the way to his home, which is right here. And after reaching the home, his wife's going to come out. She's going to give you sass, and then the dwarf's going to say his back is sore. They're going to ask you to take him to the volcanic island camp. So you're going to escort him there. Just carry the poor guy. Honestly, it's the fastest method. Once you reach him there, the wife's going to pop out of nowhere. She's going to be impressed that you help him, and she's going to give you Martyr's Bolt, which is the Maister's teaching for Magic Archer. Very straightforward, very simple. For Warfarer is a bit more tricky. I'm unclear on Warfarer actually, because Warfarer, you come to the volcanic island camp. Right around here in the hot springs area, there's going to be a character by the name of Lamond, and he's going to ask you for Newt Elixir, Newt Liqueur. Now you need 3. I gathered 2, and I picked up 2. One from this lady's home, and the other one I don't really know. I can't remember where I picked up the other one, and then another one you can buy from a merchant in this camp. You need 3 of them. Go back, give it to him, and he's going to just outright give you the Warfare Vocation as well as the Maister's teaching, which is called Reament. So yeah, very straightforward, very simple. I'm just not sure where you get all 3 the Newt liqueurs. Like I said, I came across 2 of them. I don't know where I got the 3rd one. You can wait very late game and you'll just eventually come through this path, but this path basically propels you to the end of the game. There's going to be a big ass monster walking around killing everything, so rather come through this side if you want a bit more time playing as the Magic Archer or the Warfarer. And then last but not least, for Mystic Spearhand, you actually unlock Mystic Spearhand all the way here at Melve. So with the fighter vocation, like I mentioned, there's going to be a dragon attack after you've completed one of the first main story quests in Vernworth. You're going to come back to Melve, there's going to be a dragon attacking. Now, you can either get the Maister's teaching for Mystic Spearhand very early, but let's first discuss how to unlock Mystic Spearhand. Basically, you just drive off the dragon, and then there's going to be a character there, very shady, hooded character. I think I can actually show him to you. Sigurd. Where's my history? There we go. But you're going to meet Sigurd. He's going to... You ask him about his fighting style, he'll tell you that it's one of his own making, and he's going to give you the Mystic Spearhand vocation. Now, you can get the Maister's teaching outright from him the moment you meet him, but it is tricky and you have to be very precise with your shots. Let me just find Sigurd here. He's going to be here. There we go. There's Sigurd. So look for this character after killing the dragon. But after you have killed the dragon, Sigurd is going to give you the Mystic Spearhand vocation, and then if you fail to do the quest or the steps I'm going to explain now, you will find the Mystic Spearhand's Maister teaching all the way here in the Dragon's Breath Tower. You'll make your way into Batal. This is a very, very challenging route. Really, the harpies here is really annoying. But you'll reach this tower, you'll fight your way to the top. You'll find the dragon that attacked Melve if you did not kill him in Melve, and Sigurd is going to be there. He's going to ask you to join the fight, if he can join you with the fight, and then after killing the dragon you'll get the Master's teaching, but you can't get it at the very, very start. So when you reach Melve and you see the dragon attack, run all the way up here to this tower. Just beeline it straight for the tower with the massive ballista. Let your pawns follow you to the top. And once the reason you need your pawns with you is because they operate the turning system for the ballista. So you won't be able to turn your aim to the dragon without your pawns. So make sure you have your pawns with you. Grab the ballista. The dragon's going to be down here. You shoot the dragon for the first time while he's on the ground, and then immediately after shooting, wind up your second shot, and then the dragon's going to try and take off. As he flies away, your second shot will be ready, and you take him out with the ballista. If you miss, you're going to have to do all this, work your way through there to the dragon's breath tower, do it. If you do not miss, you kill the dragon outright, and then you can go down, speak to Sigurd. He's going to give you the mystic spear and vocation as well as the Maister's teaching. And then if you want to be really cheeky, go loot the dragon, and you'll get the Dead Ringer twin duo spear, which is the mystic spear and duo weapon, and it will be the second strongest weapon before the post game. So really insane way to start the game. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it. Let me just make sure I covered everything. We covered fighter, we covered thief, we covered archer, we covered mage, warrior, sorcerer, trickster, magic archer, warfare, and mystic spear. If this helped you out, like the video, and if you want to see more videos like this, consider subscribing. It is the first time I do a guide type video, so hopefully I did a good job. Please let me know in the comments if that is the case. If not, also let me know in the comments so I can work on it. This game is absolutely massive. I'm having a blast with it, and you'll get content from this game, or content of this game from me for a while. The reason I did not go out and show off everything is because that video would take hours, and I don't have hours. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope this helped you, and yeah, I'll see you guys soon with more.